What we have here is the new Trench Hawk, the Trench Hawk by Cold Steel. It's a pretty nifty tool. Has a unique cover here. It's a 2-pound hawk. What's nice here, if you can see up here, it has a little grip up in here. A couple little notches where you can grip it with your hand. In Sansoo, sometimes often we get into close-in fighting, and instead of always being out a little distance using the hawk from this end, where you can make your most powerful strikes, sometimes you're in close and you can hold it like this for striking and still get a big advantage of the blade. Coupled with the knife, as we have talked about, both Dave and I have talked about, this is a great combination. It's a classic American combination. Came from the Native Americans. You have your knife and you had your tomahawk. This blade here is the Cold Steel Trailmaster. It's SK5 steel. Awesome blade, awesome blade. Get enough power behind it, slice, it's like a small sword, easily sever fingers, possibly a hand. It's a very good blade, 9.5-inch blade. That coupled with this 19-inch hawk, awesome combination. Again, the hawk and the knife, classic American fighting combination. It's great for personal defense, in close, short of a firearm like a shotgun or a sidearm. Terrific weaponry to have for in-home defense. This is a Condor tomahawk. It's military-grade steel, high-quality, hard steel. It's nice and short, about 12, 13 inches long. Compared to the Trench Hawk, I like the Trench Hawk for my personal use because of, if you look at the handle, it's that oval-shaped handle. Again, it has the notches, so you can get a good grip with your fingers. This one being all one-piece steel, you can see it's a narrow blade, it's a narrow piece of steel there. Very strong, but it's narrow. So if I wanted to choke up on it for in-close fighting, it's not as secure. It's too thin to get a good grip on it, for my personal comfort. Handle's fine, but again, when I'm in close, I want to be able to choke up. And with this, I cannot do that. This is a more expensive hawk. This is about a $50 hawk. This is a $100 hawk. This is the Lagana by American Tomahawk Company. It's nice because it also has the rounded handle so you can choke up. This is the model that was used in Vietnam, and a lot of troops use it in Afghanistan and Iraq. Nice little hawk, a little bit shorter, about 12 inches versus the 19 inches, but it's a great tool. Good for ripping open car doors, building doors, good hawk. But I prefer this one, the Trench Hawk, a little more reach. It weighs a pound more than the Lagana Vietnam model hawk, and because of its length, in certain situations you can use both hands, and it gives you a lot more leverage and power. It's a nice tomahawk. Again, in combination with a good blade, in essence a small sword, you've got a very awesome combination. And no warrior worth his salt will go into battle without some sort of weapon. So what you want to have, as Dave mentioned before, keeps something at your bedside, for example. Keep a weapon around you. It's just good to have in case you do need to defend yourself in the middle of the night, middle of the day for that matter. With the Condor Hawk, it's got a belt loop. Again, a good little tomahawk, but now I want to use it, and I want to get it out fairly quickly. Well, you're going to have to unsnap it, and then it slides down this way. You've got to pull this off to get to it. That's a disadvantage. It takes a little too long. The Vietnam Lagana model, you got to unsnap it, but once it's unsnapped, it comes out real easy. But you still got to unsnap 2 snaps to whip it out. With the Trench Hawk, with this unique kind of clever cover for it, the spike goes into this little piece here, and then you just put that over the blade, and then this puppy will snap shut for you. Now let's say you're carrying this along and you want to get to it fairly quick. You got it in your belt, As you just unsnap it, as you draw it out, there it is, ready to go to town. Again, the spike goes into that end, the blade there, and then you just snap it shut. So you got this through your belt loop. You're going through, something comes up, you just unsnap it. As you take it out, you just pull it out. Releases pretty quick. Downside, doesn't have a belt loop. You can carry it through your belt. It doesn't have a belt loop like the others, but it will ride comfortably in your belt. It's a good, strong composite sheath. Protects you from both the spike end and the blade. Again, you got it in through your belt loop. Once it's unsnapped, as you pull it out, you just pull it off, you're ready to go. You got this in action, and if you had your knife here, you'd have this out ready to go while you're now drawing out your knife. And now you're a two-handed warrior again, two-handed fighter. And there's not, up close and personal, not many things that are going to be a more formidable opponent, someone armed with two weapons. With a Lagana hawk, if you can see the little raised ribs on the handle, makes for a good, secure handle. It's a nylon composite. You can drive a truck over this and it probably won't break the handle. This one is the SOG Fusion. Nice little hawk. Same price range as the Trench Hawk by Cold Steel. It too is not quite as round and wide as the Cold Steel, but you can still get a decent grip here. Again, my personal preference is for the Cold Steel model because it just feels more comfortable in my hand. But this is still good, very good. What's nice on this one, if you look down near the base of the handle, you've got indented ribs going around the handle. So when you slide up, when you're in close, and when you go out further, you can feel it. So you know when to get a good grip so you can handle it again as a longer distance weapon, so you can use the maximum power of both the blade and the spike. Good hawk. This one is good composite. It doesn't have ribs down here, but what it does have is it flares out at the bottom. So as you're sliding back down, you can sense you're getting close to the bottom because of the flaring at the bottom of the hawk. What I'd actually like is if this also had some ribs like the Fusion had, then it would be near perfect. But as it is, it's still very, very good. Again, these are both comparable hawks, same price range. As you can see, the Cold Steel is a few inches longer. Again, that gives you an advantage in certain circumstances for delivering more leverage because you can use it two-handed when need be. Good secure because of the finger notches for in-close fighting, and good length for good strong leverage for your power shots at a little further distance or two-handed, whatever the case may be.